Hello guys, welcome back to the Brutal Investor channel. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. In this episode, we're going to talk about yet another project that recently got listed on Coinbase, and this project is called Maple or the MPL token, right? But before we move on to Maple token, I just want to let you guys know that if you want to trade 100x gems right before they get listed on major exchanges, you need to have a Gate.io account, and Gate.io provides 30% rebate on your trading fees if you use my referral link on the screen right now. So please use my referral link and you could get 30% rebates on your trading fees and also an opportunity to buy cryptocurrencies way before they get listed on big centralized exchanges, which means you could buy them way before they pump hard, and some of the coins can basically pump to 50 to 100x, right? So please use the referral link in the description, and by using the referral link you're also supporting the Brutal Investor channel as well, and I thank you in advance for that, right? So going back to the Maple token, for the purpose of this video, I'm going to rely on the information presented on CoinMarketCap's page for this token, along with information presented on the website itself. But this is only going to be a peripheral analysis, which means you need to do your own in-depth research before you put your hard-earned money on this token, right? So what is Maple? Maple is a decentralized corporate credit market. Maple offers borrowers transparent and efficient financing completed entirely on-chain. So when it comes to corporate credit markets, right? Currently, we don't have a decentralized ecosystem for that, but Maple aims to solve this problem by being one of the first corporate credit market which is fully decentralized, right? And what they do is they offer borrowers transparent and efficient financing completed entirely on chain. So when it comes to corporate credit markets, the transparency factor is currently lacking because of the centralized nature of this ecosystem. But Maple aims to provide a transparent, decentralized, and efficient financing capacity to its borrowers, which is entirely done on chain, right? For liquidity providers, Maple offers a sustainable yield source through lending to diversified pools of crypto's premium institutions. So for people who want to lend their cryptocurrencies or tokens, Maple basically offers them a sustainable yield source. So you can basically lend your cryptocurrencies to get sustainable and consistent yields through lending to diversified pools of crypto's premium institutions, right? So you can basically diversify, your assets and at the same time get consistent and sustainable yields by lending your tokens. The pool delegates that manage these pools perform diligence and set terms with borrowers. So when you try to focus on security or trustworthiness of these pools, that is also covered by Maple. So any pool that you put your money into, the pool itself, using smart contract capabilities, manages and performs diligent research in order to set terms with borrowers. So that's all taken care of by the pools that you invest in and of itself, right? So it's all a fully automated system which takes into account decentralization and transparency, and that's basically what Maple offers, right? So the governance, the protocol is governed by the Maple token or the MPL token, which enables token holders to participate in governance, share in fee revenues, and stake insurance to liquidity pools. So just like any native platform, this platform also has its own token called the MPL token or the Maple token, which is also a governance token, right? And apart from just governance, they also allow you to earn a share of the fee that's generated from the platform. So you get some consistent income by just holding the Maple token, and stake insurance in liquidity pools. So which is also something that you can get through holding Maple tokens, right? Users can access fixed income opportunities on Maple by depositing capital into liquidity pools. These liquidity pools are managed by experienced investors known as pool delegates. So for people who want to earn fixed income or yield, what you can do is you can basically deposit your capital into liquidity pools, right? And these liquidity pools are directly managed by experienced investors known as pool delegates who basically manage the pool and ensure that you receive the highest returns possible, right? Institutional borrowers looking for transparent and efficient financing on chain can request capital on Maple and leverage their reputations to borrow under collateralized assets without constant fear of liquidation and margin calls. So this is mostly for institutional borrowers who borrow like large volumes of crypto in order to participate in like leverage trading or margin trading. So they also get transparent financing, and everything is done on chain, and it provides a method where they don't have to worry about fear of liquidations and also margin calls. So there is a mechanism that is provided by Maple that also facilitates institutional borrowers as well, right? Pool delegates conduct due diligence and agree terms with borrowers before funding loans from their designated liquidity pool. So as we mentioned before, these pool delegates, who are the main experienced investors of the ecosystem, who manage funds and ensure that they provide the highest returns to their the pool liquidity providers, right? So these pool delegates, what they do is they perform their due diligence with the borrowers, and they set terms which both the borrower, the institutional borrower, as well as the pool delegate basically agree upon. And that's how the pool delegate ensures that the funds are actually going to the right institution who can make their payments on time, right? In order to ensure that people who add funds to the liquidity, which is like people like you and I, we get our returns back without any form of risks, right? Liquidity providers earn a sustainable yield through diversified exposure to crypto's premium institutions and enjoy a set and forget solution as diligence is conducted by pool delegates. So again, from the user experience side, if you were to have some funds and you want to basically earn passive income without taking the risk, you can just put your crypto in the pools which are managed by pool delegates, and the pool delegates are responsible for doing their due diligence and ensuring that the pool's funds are going to the right channel, to the right institutional borrower who can make the payments on time. Whereas you as the investor will get consistent income, and you can definitely be carefree because your funds are automatically working for you, right? So that's basically how Maple works, and also the Maple token works. So now that we covered Maple, let's go to the website itself, which is maple.finance. And this is basically the place where you can do your own research before you buy this token, right? So when it comes to Maple Finance, if you click launch app, you can basically launch the app. But if you see, they have a pretty cool website. They say crypto capital markets, under collateralized loans for institutional borrowers. So they provide an option where institutions don't really have to provide a lot of collateral. There are under collateralized and over collateralized loans. So Maple is an under collateralized loan market for institutional borrowers, and by doing that, they're automatically attracting a lot of borrowers, which automatically increases the also it increases the risk, but it's also increasing the reward. And the risk is basically managed by the pool delegates themselves, right? So that's not something that you need to worry about. So if you want to explore the Maple ecosystem, you can click on Explore Maple. You can contact them by clicking on the Contact Us button. As of now, the total liquidity provided is $522 million. It's quite low, but it's a very new ecosystem which is also growing. This number will definitely increase significantly in the future, right? So they are featured in multiple different, crypto news spaces, including Bloomberg, Cointelegraph, and CoinDesk, and so on and so forth. So when it comes to using Maple itself, you can lend or borrow from a diversified pool of institutional counterparties, right? So why should you use Maple? Because they provide high scalability, unlike other platforms. They're fully sustainable, so they do provide sustainable income to people who lend into their pools. Security, so these are very important because security is something that you need to definitely take in mind, especially for under collateralized platforms. They are definitely audited by multiple firms, and they are very secure platform, right? These are some of the main advantages of Maple. The Maple protocol basically expands the digital economy through corporate credit creation. So that's basically how they expand the digital economy, and they provide opportunities for people to borrow as well as lend, crypto, right? So you can be a lender, you can be a pool delegate, you can also be a borrower. If you want to click, if you click learn more, you can learn more about each and every category, right? So the Maple ecosystem consists of framework, orthogonal trading, Maven 11 Capital. So these are all some of the investors of this platform. So Alameda Research is one of the most noteworthy names, CoinShares, and here are some other names which are less well known. If you want to learn more about this project, if you scroll below, you can see links that will help you to understand this project more. There's also social media information as well in order to join their community, right? So that's pretty much it when it comes to Maple itself. So let's go back to the coin market cap page for this token. This token is currently ranked 488th on market cap by coin market cap, and it's currently trading at $18.60 at the time I'm making this video, with about 1.25% decrease in the past 24 hours. Again, a pretty mild decrease compared to the overall market, but obviously the token is in the process of decreasing in its price after a Coinbase listing, because usually coins pump and immediately they dump after Coinbase listing, because a lot of people literally sell off their tokens that they've been holding on and for a long time, right? So when it comes to the market cap itself, this token only has a market cap of $76.9 million in market cap, which is quite low. Again, if you take the sustainable income opportunity that this token that this protocol provides, and even by holding the token itself, you can get sustainable income. So you get income through the platform, and you get income by just holding the token. And the fact is, they provide under collateralized lending. They do rigorous due diligence in order to ensure that the institutional borrowers are of good quality before they lend out money. So they are a very good project which aims to obviously increase more under collateralized and transparency, as well as options for people to earn sustainable income. So since this project has pretty much a lot of things going on with it, the market cap being less than $100 million is quite surprising, and I think this is still quite early on in the game, right? There's definitely going to be a chance that this project can cross $250 to $500 million in market cap in the next coming months, and that's going to be definitely good for the price action as well, right? When it comes to the token itself, as you can see, the token supply from the max token supply is 10 million tokens, which explains the per unit price of this token, because it seems like this token is quite expensive, not quite expensive, but it's quite in the higher range, and therefore I think this token is definitely a token that has inbuilt scarcity into it. So not only are you making money by holding on to this token, you're also buying an asset which has less kind of supply. If you see, the max supply is quite low compared to several other projects. In fact, if you compare this token supply with Bitcoin's token supply, Bitcoin has a max supply of 21 million tokens. This token has less than half of Bitcoin's maximum supply, which means this token is quite valuable compared to Bitcoin in theory, right? And that's quite a big deal. And if you take the circulating supply, there's 41% of the tokens already in circulation, so close to 50% of the tokens in circulation, which is quite good, because the scarcity itself, if everything else fails, will fundamentally impact the price of the token in the positive direction, right? So that's something that I really like about this token, which is definitely a good plus sign, right? If you scroll below, you can clearly see the chart itself. And again, as I said, the token is kind of in the dumping phase right now. It did kind of pump a little bit, not too much, after the Coinbase listing, but now it's kind of in the retracement phase. But if you see the history of the price action for this token, you can clearly see that this token was worth $26.06 as of the 2nd of May 2021. This token was volatile initially, but then it kind of dropped down to a price of $7.13, which seems to be the all-time lows for this token. And this was during July of 2021, end of July. And then the token started rallying back up, reaching a price of about $23 per token, but then it was going down. And then it retested the $11.53 mark before going on to making new all-time highs, which is again $48 per token. And this was as of October 14th, 2021. And then it kind of went back down and then went back up, retested its previous all-time highs of $48 again, before finally crashing down to a price point of about $12.51 as of 24th of January. And obviously after the Coinbase listing, the token tried to pump a little bit, reaching $19.82 before retracing again. So now it's kind of like in the retracement phase. I think this token will definitely retest the $12 mark, the $15 mark, and then we'll probably retest the maybe $13 to $12 range, in that range, right? So now that Coinbase has listed this token is obviously going to be having a higher floor price. But I think if you can get this token somewhere between 15 to kind of like $13 per token, that's definitely a really good buy-in opportunity, because if you see, the token reached an all-time highs of $48. So you're definitely getting it at a really good discount. And again, considering the fact that the fundamentals is extremely strong, with tokenomics being like spot on, I think this token is a really, really good token to buy, especially when this token goes below the $15 mark, right? So that's definitely a good buy-in opportunity at that price. Again, this is just my opinion, not financial advice. Please do your own research before you put your money on this token, right? So when it comes to the Bitcoin comparative itself, if you can see, the token has been much more volatile in the Bitcoin comparative compared to the dollar comparative. The initial price in Bitcoin was 37,000 satoshis per token, and if you see, the token was quite volatile initially, but it reached all-time lows of about 1500 satoshis per token. This was during the end of July 2021, but it rallied back up and then went down, retested the 1800 satoshi mark before making new all-time highs, which is close to 6500 satoshis per token, and then it went down and then went up, and then since the Coinbase listing, this token has retested the 4500 satoshis per token mark, and then now it's kind of like trading at 3800 satoshis per token, right? So it's still at a good discount price compared to the previous all-time highs, but I think this token will go below the 3500 satoshi mark, which will definitely be a good opportunity to buy in, right? But I think dollar comparative makes much more sense for this token than Bitcoin comparative, so I recommend dollar comparative over Bitcoin comparative, but it's up to you. I would definitely hold off on buying this token, because definitely this token can go below the $15 mark, which will be a really good opportunity to buy, right? But if you're buying at this price point, you're still buying it from a really good discount price of $48 per token, right? When it comes to the markets itself, again, Coinbase seems to be providing the most liquidity. With Coinbase, in Coinbase, you can basically buy this token with US dollars. If you want to buy this token from other centralized exchanges, you can buy it from Huobi Global, also from Uniswap, Balancer, which are decentralized exchanges, Ascendex. But I think I would probably stick with Coinbase, Huobi Global, and Ascendex. It's unfortunate that Gateio hasn't listed this token, but it could definitely list this token, which could definitely do something to the price, because Gateio is also becoming quite a popular exchange, moving from a tier 2 to tier 1 exchange soon. And even if you can't buy Maple token from Gateio, you can still buy a lot of underlying hidden gems, which will definitely make you like a good opportunity to make you 50 to 100x at least in one of those tokens, right? So again, but Coinbase being the most liquidity provider is the best opportunity to buy this token from, right? So what's my final verdict on this token, guys? I think this token is a really strong token. It provides a lot of strong fundamental options to make consistent passive income for people who lend the tokens. If you lend it in a pool, the pool delegators do the job for you, and all you need to do is just set it and forget it, as they say. And when it comes to tokenomics itself, scarcity is built into the system, which means this token is definitely very scarce, scarcer than Bitcoin in theory, and therefore it could rally extremely high in the future. When it comes to the charts itself, you can clearly see that this token is in the retracement stage, which means you can still buy this token and make profit once this token goes up. So all these three factors definitely give a really, really good bullish sign for this token. So therefore, I would say probably in the next few months, this token can go cross the old all-time highs of $40 and make new all-time highs of $50 per token in the next few months. That's definitely a high possibility for this token, because this token seems to be a very fast and quick mover. But once it moves, you're going to make a lot of gains, right? I think for the long term, which is 3 to 5 years from now, this token definitely is in a good position to cross $75 to $95 per token. It's a bigger range, but I think depending on a lot of other factors, I think a lot of institutional borrowers borrowing money will definitely increase the price of this token, and definitely the scarcity itself is going to push this token price higher, because if you see, the circulating supply is close to 50%, right? So which means there's only another 50% of the tokens in circulation that's supposed to be in circulation in the future, which is a very limited supply, and therefore this token could easily cross even $100 per token in the next 3 to 5 years from now, which would mean this token being a really valuable token to buy, right? So again, before I close off, I just want to let you guys know that if you want to buy any of the low market cap gems from a crypto exchange for a very cheap price, then Gateio is the best option to buy it. Please use my referral link in order to support the channel and also to get an opportunity to buy low market cap gems early on before they get listed on major exchanges, right? Although you can't buy Maple from Gateio, you can definitely buy a lot of other cryptocurrencies which are low market cap gems that we covered in our channel itself from Gateio, right? So again, thank you for watching my video, guys. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more videos. See you in my next video. Bye.